Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Right, I'm coming on. I've just finished doing this little pouch that I was talking about yesterday with the fused plastic bags. For anybody that's not seen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave the link to the other video where I spoke about how I did the bags. I've not done a tutorial of me actually fusing the bags because I just don't have the room. I can't get my camera in the right place, but yeah, so I'm quite pleased with this. I don't know whether I'm going to put buttons on it. I was just been stood here thinking, oh, I could put some Velcro under there, but I think that would annoy me. I think it would annoy me having Velcro there, but so yeah, I've just sewn wibbly wobbly lines all the way round and a bit across there. That's the front. I've left the threads on because that's what I like. I know some people absolutely hate that. They'd be like, oh, cut them off, where's the scissors, where's the scissors? No, I like all frilly bits like that. So that's a nice little pocket, pouch, envelope, whatever you like to call it, out of upcycling your plastic bags. And I'd say originally I had done loads of these pieces of plastic, and then they've just been in the waiting room waiting to be done something with for about 4 or 5 years, probably longer. Oh, and I did that little piece because I trimmed the edges up, and I've just sewn around that because I thought it would be a little belly band. But it's a little bit big, but I thought, well, and I just thought of something else I could do with it, and I've forgotten what it was again. You know, I thought by the time you get, what have I got to put in there? Some paints here, look. By the time you get little bits and bobs in, that's what I could have it as, a little travel paint thingy. Pouch. That would, sorry. But it's still a bit, what was I just thinking? Well, I thought to make it a bit tighter, far short of cutting it and sewing it again, but it was a bit of a bummer to sew, that little piece was. I had fused it the other day, but when I went to put it under my sewing machine, it came unstuck. Did I fuse it or did I glue it? Can't remember, but anyway, what was I doing? I was just playing with it and thought, oh, I could do something. I just love upcycling stuff, and I never get my head round whether it's upcycling or recycling. Upcycling / recycling. I always forget which is which and what does what, but you get my drift, don't you? I like repurposing things. That's a better way of putting it. Oh, that's what I thought. I thought I could probably, to make this tighter, say if I'm just going to fit flat pieces in it, I could just stitch across that piece and then put like a little charm or something hanging off of there. Yeah, like one of these, well, probably not that, but you know what I mean, don't you? A dingle dangle. Yeah. And have something, I don't know. Anyway, that's that. I know Julie said she wanted to see it all sewn up, so it's all sewn up. So it was fused bags, and then and I can't remember how, I seem to think I stuck it on, but this is like an organza over the top, whether I used some of that Bondi stuff or whether it just melted to the plastic, can't remember. But that's that. What else? Oh, then I got, you know, these that I showed you, the coffee packets that I was playing about with. So I thought, oh, I wonder what, I still wanted to play with paint. So these are Pebeo paints there. Some of these paints. Didn't put any primer on, so I'm just playing. I love how that is. But they don't cover quite as nicely as the Lumieres, but they're still really pretty paints. They've got to be my second favourite paint next to the Lumieres. This one was for more flat colours. Don't know what I shall do with them yet. Like I said yesterday, this stuff is like when you melt the Tyvek, goes bubbly like this. And a few years ago I made, so I've still got some little pieces of bubbled up Tyvek, and I just cut it out into little squares and I made like little cards, and they were really nice. Oh, it's just so exciting. I like being a mad professor in a laboratory. This was the bin bags, the trash can bags. I don't know whether you call them bin bags in America and other countries, but so this was a bit thicker, but you get all different results with all the different things. Again, this was the I used these three colours. I think it's cerulean blue and iridescent blue-green and all those on there. So I'm just practising, not practising, just playing. Again on that bit, played on that bit. What else? What else? What else? Right. You know the handles that I took off? Let me have a look. I was using these bags. We've got another delivery of shopping coming tonight, and they bring them in these bags. And as I said the other day, they're 100% recycled plastic. And they're super strong. They're not like the cheap ones you used to get. So I've cut the handles off to cut the strips up for the plan, the plastic yarn. Don't let me forget, I want to show you that in a minute again. So I've got two handles, and I've just been stood here thinking, what could I do with those? I don't know what to do, and I'm sort of playing with the idea. If I could double this up like that, and I could probably sew the handles, you know, put some just random stitching on and sew that like that. I could even fuse it, but to keep it flat like that, just sew it like that. And again with this one, this is my mental idea. Right, I thought, well, that would make a little bag, but it's not long enough for a bag, is it? But we have, it doesn't matter which way that is, I've got this piece, and I could paint these later when I could stitch all over there if I wanted to. I could trim this up and, well, I could either have it like that and make getting my idea, make a little bag like that. That would make like a little pencil bag, or if it's that big, I could again trim all that up if I wanted to, stitch that on there, stitch that on there like that, and I could either stitch the sides up and make a bag, or I thought it would, you could make a, you know, make like a journal, take with you art in type of journal. I like that idea. Yeah, hey, isn't it funny how, yeah, I said this the other day, I know I repeat myself a lot. That's why you love me, isn't it? I know. And then I lost my train of thought, and I do that a lot. But isn't it funny how you do things, like I said years ago, put them in the waiting room, and then you just bring them out again and you get all these new ideas popping up all over the place. Like, why couldn't I have thought of that before? But I think that might be my next project. I'm just flitting from one thing to another, as usual. I mean, my word of the year was meant to be focus, and it started off well. I did feel that for the first couple of months I was focusing and concentrating on what I was doing, and before I went on to the next thing, but no, I'm back to my usual self now. Right, before I forget, the plastic yarn. Now, I wanted to crochet with it. That was my idea, and it was a lovely sunny day the other day. So I thought, right, I'll get my big crochet hook. Look at that. It's pathetic. It's just the one that's the start off one that's in the middle was a lot thinner bags, and I'm sure a few years ago when I first did it that I did try. I wasn't sure whether I had, but I feel sure now that I did try to do it, and it was a lot easier than that, and I didn't have these big. Look at these crochet hooks. That's a 20mm. I couldn't do it with that one. I think that's either a 10 or a 15. No size on that one, but so I did it with that, and I'm like, no, that's as far as I got, so that's going to come rolling undone, and that's going back in the waiting room now for another 5 or 6 years probably. Oh, I don't know whether I cut my strips too thick with it being this thicker plastic. Not sure. I'm not throwing it away, I do know that much. No. Right, what else? Oh, these little doors, these have got abandoned as well. They've got sent to the waiting room. Excuse me. I've just had some chunks of cheese with some Marmite. Yum, 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 yum. I'm not really feeling like eating recently, but anyway, that's what I've just had. And I've got a cup of tea on the go. Yeah, these little things that you've seen umpteen times. I've put backs on both of them, but I haven't got any further. Oh, I have. I've actually stapled those bits that was the mistake bits to start with, just with my long reach stapler. Not that I needed a long reach one, but it was here, so I used it. Just stapled that, so that can go in one of them, and then there's still the concertina one, accordion one, that can go in another one. And I thought I'm going to, on one of them, put some of the little Tim Holtz people. I actually got them out and had them all out here the other day, and then they swiftly went back in the drawer. I'm like, no, not in the mood to do that. What can I do now? Yeah, that's what I thought I would do. Just put some of the little people on, or I'll probably go through all my bag full of snippets that I've got downstairs that I did all those snail boy postcards with and that sort of thing. Might have a day at the kitchen table doing that. Oh, isn't that just pretty? Oh, I'm so happy that Julie from Paper Lover 123 told me about this, showed this, just the tops off of the baby wipes. Such a good idea. It really is. And there are, I don't know, there's just loads of, I mean, I was even thinking you could make a little book, somehow fix them together, just there somehow. I don't know how, but and then you could be like a flippy book in there and a little book there. Oh, you could, oh, stick tape across there. I know, I'm barking, aren't I? Speaking of barking, that's even barking mad. I was talking to Mr. Doodle last night with love and affection about my YouTube subscribers, male and female YouTube subscribers, and saying how lovely everybody is and that. I was mentioning one person in particular, and if they watched this, yes, it's you. But it applies to lots in a loving way. Not, I don't mean it nasty or anything, but I said to him, I was talking about this particular person, and she knows because I've told her. And I said, oh, she's really, really lovely. I love her. She's a bit barking, but that's why I love her. And I mean, that is why I suppose we all, whatever we're like, we all get on with people that have a similar personality, don't we, and outlook, and whatever the word is. What's the word? But you know what I mean. That's why I love her. And I says, yeah, she's barking mad. Yeah, and he says, oh, she'd fit in your kennel then with you, would she? I'm like, yeah, I love that. I love that. So all you people that are barking mad, come to my kennel. Welcome to my kennel. And I was howling. Oh dear. Medication time again. Anyway, back to this. I wonder if that would work. If I like put some duct tape or something across there, I might have to try that. I probably won't try it on these. I'll wait until I've got 2 more. Put some duct tape on there, or some good strong tape to start with. Would I have to leave a little gap? Probably have to leave a little gap, would I? Don't know. I like that idea. Right. I think that's it. I think I need to go now and leave you in peace. 3 blooming videos yesterday. Well, hopefully it'll just be the one today, although I do want to show you something else, which I can't show you now because it isn't in this room, or they're not in this room. So 17 minutes. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you again for all your lovely comments. You really are such a lovely bunch of people. You know, and I know there's lots of you that don't comment, but I still appreciate it so much. And even if you give me a thumbs down, I just appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to watch a bit, decide that you don't like it, and give me a thumbs down. You've still, you know, used part of your life on my video, so thank you ever so much. And obviously thank you to all the thumbs up and everything. And yes, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.